So,
Jomo,
Bowen,
maybe we can go through the games. While
so
we're doing that, you ask me some questions
the
or
main
so.
one for me from leading from this was the name Chess Ninja because that was the
Okay.
first time when I read that article that I saw the name Chess Ninja. How did you come up with it?
Yes, that's interesting.
Well, actually, around that time, I was thinking, having read all of these books from my father's collection and my brother's collection, of course, I had the dream of writing a chess book. And in all the reading I had done, I never came across a book which really dealt with the style of players. So the full impact of what style does. So I wanted to write a book about chess style. And in that thought process, I began to ask myself, what is chess? I had read different things like Bobby Fischer said chess is life. Lasker would say chess is a struggle, chess is a fight. Some people said chess is a language. Me and Shane discussed something like this before, chess, Shane was saying chess is something that like music, it makes people happy. So I began to ponder what is chess for me. Bent Larson said chess is a beautiful mistress. And I could relate to what he said because for me, chess has always been this love affair in my life, Sometimes the love affair is hot, sometimes it's cold. Sometimes chess seems to leave you and you say, my God, I can't even push a pawn. But the whole concept of asking yourself, what is chess? I began to think about that. And as I pondered it more and more, I began to realize that chess is a martial art of the mind. That is how I felt about chess. It was something for me where, yes, it is a fight, but not just a fight to prove his dominance over somebody or to be a bully. It was more of a fight to know yourself, to protect yourself, to guard your ego, to know who you are.
Wow.
So with that kind of concept in my mind is how I began to think about martial arts. Since chess is the martial art of the mind, I have to study martial arts. I began to even look at it and say, which martial art would I want to be like or try to learn? And 3 of them came up, Aikido, Tai Chi, and the Ninjutsu. And I said, I was so serious about it, Jomo, that I wanted to find people in Jamaica that could teach me. I found out there was actually a guy who knows ninjutsu in Jamaica. That amazed me because I never heard of this. There's no ad in the paper showing you the ninjutsu school. But a top martial artist in Shotokan, he mentioned to me the guy's name and everything and told me some of the training that he does. When he told me the training the ninja guy does, he said the guy would suspend himself from a rope as if he's trying to hang himself, and he's toughening the muscles in his neck. Jomo, when I heard that, I said, I'm not doing ninjutsu. That's not for me. And I looked at Aikido, I saw a school there, but I ended up doing Tai Chi. And I actually started doing the martial art known as Tai Chi, but the ninjutsu fascinated me still. So that's where the name came up, and I started calling myself the ninja, And my style of play was in line with the ninja. I played a very aggressive style. Like the ninja, I played a wide variety of styles, a wide variety of openings, just like how a ninja would have a wide variety of weapons. So for different occasions, I have different openings. I can play slow and subtle or play very sacrificial and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe because I learned the game so young, I just have read so many different books. It's like I can be a chameleon, I can switch styles.
So
that's where the name came up.
There's something funny, Shane. When I was pushing hard in chess, I decided that I was going to try a martial arts also. So I decided that, hey, let me try Tai Chi. And lo and behold, I go into this Tai Chi class as a beginner. And I look around and there is Mark Bowen doing his Tai Chi routines.
We're all beginners. The sad thing with Tai Chi, I mean, some martial arts have a belt system where you graduate from white belt to, green, brown, whatever, and go all the way up to black. And in some martial arts, you'll graduate from black back to white belt, which is an important thing that people don't realize. In other words, when you're a master, you still need to have a beginner's mind. And when you're a master, you still have to be able to learn as if you were a beginner. Tai Chi, though, it doesn't even have a belt system. And Tai Chi is also an art that you won't see them in much combat. You won't see them in much tournaments actually fighting each other. You might see them demonstrate a technique called pushing hands, but Tai Chi is such a subtle and dangerous art. If somebody really knows Tai Chi, Jomo, they can kill you without really touching you. I mean, I know it sounds stupid, people will laugh, but there's actually techniques called empty force, where if these guys really, it is that dangerous. That's what I'm trying to tell you. But that's for somebody who mastered it. Of course, I'm nowhere near that level. So, like, when you see me in the class, I'm still a beginner like yourself. You know?
Boy, I didn't look so on the day, boy. But okay.
Sometimes a beginner will come in and they're doing it pretty well. They're doing it better than you, because sometimes a person might have a background in dance or sports or something where they have good balance, or just, you know, they're in peak physical conditioning that they, you know. We see the same thing in chess sometimes, where a beginner can actually play a pretty decent game of chess. It will surprise you sometimes, you know. Martial arts is a bit like that. And the main thing you learn from martial arts is try not to fight at all.
Yeah.
If you're really good at Tai Chi, you'll be able to pick up on people's energy. I've been in situations where I pick up on the person's negative energy so early. It's like Petrosian playing a chess game. You see the combination before it even forms, and you get out of the way, you move. Your ego is not in it. You don't have to beat up anybody. Not wrong, you do that. Whatever it takes, get out of the fight and stay safe, you know?
Alright, so boy.